I got a couple other markups I can run you through. So this was a D2 idea on Euro USD. Now the D2 is a reversal signal for those of you that don't know. It's a divergence signal that sends us opposite the trend. So here, the trend was bearish going into this day. This was a Sunday going into Monday. It was bearish the previous week. Friday, price action finished through ADR, as you can see, for a new low. That set us up for some divergence coming in on Monday. Now, this isn't my favorite D2 because normally I like it to break the 50 EMA once and retest it and get in on that retest. But still, I know some of the guys from the Tampa seminar on Friday came back on Monday and were trading this. Mike and Jay, two of the guys at the seminar, hit this trade. So they got in long as it broke the 50 EMA. 8 and 21 EMAs also crossed up, which I think is powerful because then it just tells you, okay, if we're breaking the 50, if this just holds the 8 candle by candle, we're going to be good. And it does. So it ends up being a really nice trade. It goes about 1.5R on Monday. And then if you held into Tuesday, you get almost 2R. The pin here might stop you out in profit depending on where your stop loss was. I know Jay and Mike were done with the trade at that point. So that's why I marked it up the way that I did. But again, it's a 50 EMA break using the divergence, trading it counter trend towards the 200 EMA. It's very similar, in fact, if you look at this. This is GBP AUD yesterday, the 21st, you can see. Now, this is just slightly different. This is more my speed. Here, the EMAs are not in your favor. Your 800 EMA is close, your 200 EMA is close, and you'll see that in my notes. It's not even 2R to that 200 EMA. Now, it ends up running all day yesterday. In the Asian session last night, it pulled all the way back, but it runs all day yesterday, holding the 8 EMA above the 21. This is the second break of the 50. That's why I like this one better than the Euro USD markup I just showed you. So you've got the bullish divergence here on the bottom that sets in the low. It's making higher lows off the bottom. First break of the 50, it starts to make higher highs because that breaks above this level right here. And this break of the 50 with the 8 already above the 21 says that it should hold the 50, should hold above the 8, and continue at least to the 800, which is the blue line here. It holds and bodies that 800, pulls back, of course, because it's not just going to shoot through, and then goes up to the 200 with a body through the 200. Bodies through the EMAs on the first approach of the EMA is a sign that it will continue through that EMA for the rest of the day. So it bodied the 800. That tells me it should get to the 200. It gets to the 200, and then it continues to ADR. The one thing I would say is if you take the trade, this pin right here might try to stop you out. You've just got to trust your stop on these trades. Here, the stop is at the most recent higher low, this pin right here. Don't just move your stop here after it goes up to the 800. If you're taking this trade, either get out at the 800 for tight risk reward, I wouldn't do that, or leave your stop alone and go to the 200 at least. You've got to try to get at least 2R out of it, and it gives it to you. I like EG 15-minute D2 yesterday. Great structure. Let's take a look at that. Yep, so I can see it already. Same kind of thing. 2 breaks. This only goes to the 200, but you've got the divergence right here. RSI is falling. If I blow that up, you can see RSI is falling. Price action is rising right there. You've got the high. You've got lower high here, lower high here, lower low, lower low, lower high. Where's the first break of the 50? Right here. Second break of the 50 right here. So you probably look to go short here in the Asian range. Stop at the most recent lower high, 7 or 8 pips. And then it falls to the 200, which would be your take profit, about 2R. It's beautiful. Nice 2R. Love that. Great call. Who said that? Craig? Yep, Craig Moreland. You're a savage, bro. I knew it. Yep. Nice. Mike Diaz, good to hear from you, bro. I'm glad you're here. D2 is brilliant. Backtesting. I'm going over a big move. Yep, good. Clean trade, Mike. Yep. Divergence structure. If the divergence structure has been building for some time, that first break of the 50 EMA takes off sometimes. Still got to watch it, though. Great call, Randy. See, Randy's studying. That's how I know he sees that. So 100%, Randy. 100%, bro. The longer that divergence builds, it's almost like it's like a coil. Like it's like winding up, and then the 50 EMA breaks, and that's the change of bias. The 50 EMA is the best EMA for that because it really is. If you study, go read Steve Burns' book, go read Neeson's book on candlesticks, the 50 EMA, Mark Minaveri's book, all the guys, all the big guys have always talked about how the 50 EMA is the change of bias. 8 and 21 EMA, short-term trend. We love that. 50 EMA, change of bias if it's broken, especially with the divergence. Good. So going into the rest of the day today, guys, I'm going to stay flat. If I was you, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do whatever you want. I'm flat. Let's see what the FOMC news does to the market. If anything, I'm watching Euro USD to come up and the dollar index to come down, depending on what the Fed says. Crypto's up today, which is nice. Crypto's rebounding a little bit. Bitcoin's down to 42,000, taking a smack. Let's go take a look at that really quick. At the end of the week, we'll do a stream probably on Friday. When we stream on Friday, I'll go over some of the swing trades that presented this week and last week, okay? So be here on Friday for the stream. Bitcoin's, yeah, I mean, through the 50 EMA, it don't look bullish, that's for sure. You know what I mean? You've got bearish divergence slightly on top, it looks like, from here. Your RSI is falling. Here, your price, yeah, definitely have divergence there. Let me pull up my actual Bitcoin chart real quick. This is really my 1 hour chart. Yeah. So if we drew the divergence here, you blow this up, go to the RSI high, as that RSI is coming down, draw it like that. See, that's why you got to blow up the RSI, because that looks flat right there, but it's not. And then we connect it on those same points on price action. You've got bearish divergence, 2 breaks to the 50. That's a bad sign for bulls. That's a definite bearish sign. Yeah, so we'll see. Crypto should be interesting over the next couple of days. Definitely